Ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in because this Formula One Belgian Grand Prix is probably going to be epic. Now, I have raced at this track in my past. This to me is my favorite track, and I know other racing drivers out there love this place. It's their favorite track also. So believe me, this place is one of the greatest tracks in the world. Now, most drivers probably love this place, top of the list. And guys, not only that, this place can make or break you. You can actually, even with the technology these days, this track is so good that a racing driver can actually find time and be ahead of the other guy just simply down to his driving ability. It's one of these rare tracks, ladies and gentlemen. I haven't been this excited since I went into a strip club for the first time when I was 15, 16 years of age. This is going to be epic. And then we've got Verstappen melting down in the last two races. We've got Lando Norris losing his mind. I mean, what's next? What's next? Let's get into it.
Walsh running the Irish green, and look at the move, he's making down to the inside.
Moves to the front from fifth all the way to the lead in lap one.
Walsh takes win number two.
Peter. Walsh. So guys, let's get into it, right? I mean, I do have a conflict here. I can Christian Horner, he's visiting me in my dreams, terrorizing me, killing me, and I'm just screaming out, man, because we can solve this conflict here. He's now talking about Sergio Perez, and he's got to step up, and this is not good enough. He showed a bit more qualifying pace at Hungary in the race, this and that, but he's really got to now come back. I'm screaming at the TV, and at the same time, I'm now relaxed because I have a solution for him. So let's get into it, shall we? So guys, as you know, just a quick background before we get into Perez and Horner. Yeah, we're over halfway. Max Verstappen, 70 plus points in the lead. So he's got 3 race wins in hand, more than 3 race wins in hand. He was dominant at the start of the year, as everybody knows, who's been obviously watching it, but he's lost some pace. And in the last 2 races, the guy's having a couple of meltdowns here. Some people are saying, oh, it's just Max Verstappen and his aggression. No, I know racing drivers. I've seen them. I can read between the lines. I know what they're saying. Max Verstappen is having meltdowns. We could see him at the Hungarian Grand Prix. He's having a fight with his engineer on the radio. I was like, what in God's name is he talking? I couldn't believe the disrespect. Honestly, guys, the disrespect that Max Verstappen was showing his engineer on the radio at Hungary. It's gone crazy. And he doesn't care. He doesn't care. Some people are saying, oh, well, he's showing aggression because he wants to win. And if he doesn't, and Max Verstappen was saying, if he doesn't win, he's not happy. Guys, I can understand that. Of course you're not happy if you don't win. But you don't have to go around bullying other people or, giving people grief and attitude. You take the hit like a man and you go up to, let's say, the guy who wins the race, You shake his hand, you look him in the eye and you be nice. Hey, congratulations, buddy. Or, hey, to the team, hey, guys, we had made some mistakes here. We need to fix these. What exactly happened? Can we have a sit down and let's just go through this? You treat people with respect, man. You don't just start moaning and moaning and moaning. That's not a winner, guys. The winner can actually take the hit because you're not going to win every single race out there. And by the way, if you're a Max Verstappen fan, I'm not having a go off any Max Verstappen fans here. I'm not, okay? But he's acting crazy because things went so well for him at the start of the year. Now things are turning. Lando Norris has turned up the heat. Oscar Piastri turned up the heat to almost boiling point here. We've got Mercedes. They won 2 races in a row. George Russell and Lewis Hamilton. Back-to-back wins for the both. So things have just gone. They've lost their mojo here, Red Bull. Lord knows what it's from, guys. I mean, is it just that the other teams have found pace? Is it they've lacked something? They've lost something? Now, that rarely happens, do you know, because you'd have to have some changes in the rules, you know, something to happen. But that doesn't happen throughout the year. Unless they were caught cheating, which they haven't, not that I know of anyway, and their car seems legit. But so, you know, you don't lose something out of nowhere. So it's got to be that the other teams have found things here. And I think that's the problem. Now, the other bit of background here, before we get into the track, guys, and we're going to break down the points and Spa as itself. Christian Horner's now saying, here's a solution for you. End my conflict. Put me back to sleep. Or, how about this? Shut up all the Max Verstappen haters and people who love Perez. How about this? Why don't they put Sergio Perez into Max Verstappen's car? Now, give me some rope on this. If everybody's telling the truth and I'm wrong, and if the cars are identical, right? Like we're saying now, identical. Well, why not put him into Max Verstappen's car and shut people up? Because look, hey, I'm not the only one. I've been saying, well, they're giving Max's car a lot more attention. And they are. Maybe take him out of his car, put him into Perez's, put Perez into Verstappen's, don't touch the settings, leave everything the same way it is, and let's see what happens then. Then you could shut people up out there. But they're not going to do that, okay? They're not going to do that. Of course they're not. But that would be one very simple solution. And hey, if all the cars are the same, what's the problem? What is the problem? Because surely then it's down to Max Verstappen being so good, right? And guys, you know, I'm not here to completely go against Verstappen here. Verstappen's a great driver. He's a great driver. He's had some dark moments here where he's turned dirty, and I'm not going to deny that. I'm being fair to everybody. Max Verstappen is a great driver. He's aggressive. Yes, he's too aggressive sometimes. But I'm not taking anything away from his driving here. Not at all. And of course, we can't forget the stress and the tension from McLaren's side of the camp. They are giving away the championship. There's people losing their minds because McLaren should have won this, should have won that, but Lando Norris gives up the place. He's lost 7 points in the World Championship now, and those championship points can come back to haunt him. Guys, I'm telling you, this could be like a ticking time bomb here about to blow up in McLaren's face. This could just end in tears, and they'll never, ever forget the time they gave away 7 points at the Hungarian Grand Prix because they let the other guy win the race. This is their moment to put everything in. I said this the last time at the preview for the Hungarian Grand Prix, and I'm going to say it again. They only have a couple of more races now where they can get away with this, letting Piastri win. Because Piastri's way behind in the points here, guys. If anyone's got a chance, it's Lando Norris. But now it's creeping away at them slowly and surely. And if they don't buck up and start putting everything into Norris in the next few races, it's over. Because all Max Verstappen, Lord Vader himself, all he'll have to do is just keep finishing in the top 3. Just keep getting those podiums. That's all he's really got to do. Like, if he doesn't have a DNF for the rest of the year, and he literally scores all podiums, it's over, it's done. Now, of course, it depends on what position, of course, and where Norris finishes, etc., right? So there is a couple of permutations with that and variables, right? Understand that. But Max Verstappen is going to be looking bulletproof if he keeps getting podiums. Now, in Hungary, he didn't. And in Austria, he didn't. It's still not enough, though. They've got to really shut down. I mean, there's some people out there that are saying, well, hey, look, man, it's over. Verstappen's got this one. I wouldn't even say that yet. But I'm telling... Oh, God. Warning, warning. This is like a truck going back in reverse. Watch out. Don't get knocked down. Because if you look away for 1 second, Max Verstappen will take the title. And it's just a matter of finishing off a couple of races here and there, and it's done. All over. Another championship trophy in the bag. So, let's move on. Here it is. Spa-Francorchamps in Belgium. For me, the most awesome track ever that I've ever raced on. I raced here in 99 and it was just one hell of an experience. There's no circuit for me that has come close to Spa. It's unbelievable. It's an experience, not a racetrack. It's a goddamn experience, this track. You can't just, it's hard to explain because it's slow, tight, medium, and up, down, off camber. Just an amazing place. Now guys, we're going to go through some footage here. Now, this is where Lando Norris can gain time on Verstappen in qualifying and the race. It's turn 9. Some people think it's different areas of the track. Not true. Turn 9, coming out of 8, you're going downhill, and then you go up, or depending on your gearing, you're going up, down a couple of gears, and then you're off the throttle, back on it straight away, going downhill, off camber, turn 9. If you get that right, you're going really fast down that straight between 9 and 10. And then you're going to 10, 11. That's almost flat out. It should be flat out depending on their grip, etc., right? And their gearing and downforce levels. But you carry a lot of momentum through turn 9 into 10, 11, into 12, into 13, 14, 15, all the way up the back straight into turn 18 and 19, the last corner, the chicane, the right and the left going onto the main straight. It really is. And guys, you probably hear me, I say this quite a bit. You're treating this as one corner because if you get 9 nailed, you can gain time down that straight, right? It's going downhill into 9 and 10, carry the speed through, you set that car up, bang, you're gaining a 10th, maybe even 2 tenths. And again, you could get lucky where if you're getting a good slingshot out of 9, you go into 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then you're going up the back straight into 16, 17, 18, and if you get a good run throughout there, and if you manage to get lucky in qualifying, you could get a slipstream up that back straight, and then boom, pop out at the last second, into 18, then into 19, and you could gain even more time. So, a lot to play for Lando Norris, and I know even for Hungary, we were looking at the track from Lando Norris's point of view, but let's stay on that, because this is important stuff. How can he do it? That's the way he can. Turn 9 is the key. Guys, we're almost done here now. We're going to probably look at the predictions. So I would be saying that Lando Norris will probably have a very, very good chance of putting it on pole position. Their car is very fast at high-speed tracks. This is a high-speed track, Belgium. And I think Red Bull are going to they're going to struggle somehow. I got that feeling in the pit of my stomach. But we'll see. We will see. But I would not be surprised if it's Lando Norris and Piastri on the front row, number 1 and 2. Max Verstappen on the in third on the second row, followed by the Mercedes. And what have we learned here? Well, really, guys, we're going to come back on Monday morning, but the tension is up in the air. We haven't learned anything about Norris yet in terms of will he bring the fight to Verstappen. But we do know the politics can be ugly. Tension is ugly in Formula 1 sometimes. And as uncomfortable as it is, it's a great entertainment for us. So hopefully we have a good Spa race. And let's get out the popcorn, guys, because I think this could be very, very eventful. Thanks, guys. We'll see you on Monday.
Walsh running the Irish green, and look at the move. He's making down to the inside.
Moves to the front with 5th all the way to the lead in lap 1.
Walsh takes win number 2.
Peter. Walsh.